Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the presentation on Concordia University, Wisconsin's Master of Business Administration program. My name is Kelsey Marquardt. I am the International Admissions and Retention Coordinator at Concordia, Wisconsin. So we'll be also talking about the international admissions side. Introductions. Jessica, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Jessica Valdez, and I am the MBA Program Coordinator here at Concordia.
All right. Here's our agenda for today. So we're first going to do just a general overview of Concordia University, Wisconsin. For some students who may be looking at this program, you can do all of it online if you prefer. You could start your degree online and then finish on campus. So for those students, and also for those who want to do their entire programs on campus, we're going to do an overview of what that looks like. How the application process for international students has changed due to COVID-19, how we're being flexible for that. Then Jessica's going to take over the MBA core classes and the concentrations, and then we'll have the Q&A section. So like I said, you can start your degree online no matter what happens, and finish on campus if that is what you prefer. So we also want to make note that we are still issuing I-20s currently. The I-20s though, if visa interviews don't open up in time for the fall start, we will defer those I-20s to spring free of charge. So we know that that is out of your hands and not something you can control, but we still want to make sure the applications process and all the things that we can control aren't held up by COVID-19. All right, campus overview. So where is campus? Concordia University, Wisconsin is in the Midwest of the United States. So as you can see in that top photo, we're the blue state right there. And our largest city is Milwaukee. It's about 20 minutes south of campus. And there it is extremely diverse. There's a lot of art and culture. We have 3 national sports teams that are homed in Milwaukee. We look forward to when they could start playing again, definitely. And we're also 90 minutes north of Chicago. So those are 2 very large cities with 2 wonderful airports that once things open up, our students really enjoy using. Concordia, Wisconsin is home to 400 plus international students from 37 different countries. So we're very blessed to have a wide variety of students from a wide variety of places. Our campus is located on the shores of Lake Michigan. It's a beautiful, beautiful scenery around, and we take full advantage of that. Also, our campus is completely connected by tunnels underground. So when it gets a little colder, you don't have to put on a jacket. You don't feel the effects of that cold winter quite as much. So our student enrollment is about half and half undergraduate students versus post-undergraduate. And we also have the 4th highest international student population in the state. So that makes for a really diverse student body where we are all trying to get to know each other. And also that gives our undergraduate students a little more access to what does a graduate program look like and can actually talk to those students a little more readily. We are a Division III NCAA school, which means we have a lot of athletics going on, 32 teams to be precise, which is quite a few for the size of our school. We also have a wonderful walking path that goes down to the shores of Lake Michigan. It's gorgeous. In the summer months, you can see people hanging out there trying to cool off a little more. Our school is a private school. So that means we are a Christian university with very strong morals and ethics, very strong ethics. But I want to stress that you do not have to be a Christian to come to this school and study. So we have church services every day during classes when classes are on campus. And those are free for everyone to enjoy. We also have a fitness center. This is the weight side. We also have an aerobic side for students to make sure they can stay healthy. We also have 2 comfort dogs, Sage and Zoe. They are wonderful, wonderful assets to our campus. They're always walking around. Students are welcome to come up and pet them. They're very popular around finals time, so you can have a chance to meet them. We have 4 dining areas on campus. They do offer vegetarian dishes every day, and those dishes are always being changed out so you don't get bored, but there's always a great option for you. There's a salad bar out every day. We have 8 different residence halls, some with great views of Lake Michigan, and they have a variety of different room styles depending on what you're looking for: singles, doubles, triples, quads. And right now, those have been strategically placed for the students living on campus so they can be socially distant while still remaining on campus. There is the Wit Rink that's very popular during winter. I think of it as a magical place with those lights. It's very cozy outside. We also have a smart learning classroom, which teaches students how to control their breathing. Again, this is popular during stressful times like quarantine, or excuse me, not quarantine, during finals. They also have massage chairs, which are popular. But that doesn't mean that we don't go off campus. So we lead a lot of field trips off campus. You can see there some international students enjoying the Bean in Chicago, and the ice skating rink, and the Milwaukee Public Art Museum, or the Milwaukee Public Museum there. So we make sure that students are given a chance to go outside as well. But on campus, we also lead lots of events. Prior to COVID-19, it seems like we were having one every week. And we also have the International Education Week is probably our largest event. It's a week-long celebration of cultures and nationalities, and it ends with the food fair on Friday, which had more people than I've ever seen on campus at one time. It was amazing. So we had students bring food from their home countries and prepare it either themselves or purchase from a local grocery store. We reimbursed those expenses, and it was a wonderful celebration. Multicultural festivals and events are also happening. We had Lunar New Year celebrations, which were wonderful, and that was during the time of COVID-19 really kicking off during in China. So we made sure to make sure that we were celebrating still while also being conscientious of praying for our other brethren who are studying in China. During quarantine, we have been hard at work as the International Center to make sure our students on and off campus are still feeling supported. So you can see our team there. We meet 2 to 3 times a week, making sure we're all on the same page and updated on what's going on with our international students. Like I said before, international students have chosen to remain on campus, some of them. And for those students, we have made to-go arts and crafts, and we make weekly snack bags that they can pick up. We have pre-packaged laundry soap and toiletries and things like that. For students on and off campus, though, we have started the Quarantine Challenge, which is a variety of activities they can do for points, and those points can earn prizes for gift cards to local community businesses, some like coffee shops and craft stores and things like that. You can see we also have a security station that checks people in and out of campus to make sure that we're being very, very safe and mindful of our students living on campus. All right, so application materials. What do you need to apply to Concordia, Wisconsin? So first, there is the free online application. Use code USACUW to apply for that. We need original transcripts and diplomas from all post-secondary education. Now, previously to COVID-19, we had asked graduate students to mail those physical documents to us, but we know mail and where your transcripts are actually housed may not be working like they were prior to COVID-19. So we are now accepting emailed scans of those transcripts for the admissions process. Before you enroll in classes, though, we would still ask that you send us the officials. And again, that would be prior to enrollment. But we don't want to hold up your actual admissions process because of COVID-19. You can see there I also have some GPAs. So for full admission into your graduate program, to the MBA program, needs a 3.0 at least. But that doesn't mean that you're out of the game. for at least a 2.25, we can do conditional admission. And that means that you would need to reach a certain level in your classes for the first semester to make sure that you can be successful for the entirety of your program. Next, English scores. We do require an English score. Previously to COVID-19, again, that was IELTS, TOEFL, and the PTE. You can see the full admission scores there below, but we know that those testing centers may be closed in your country. So we are now accepting Duolingo English scores. So that is an online test you can do at home, takes about an hour, and costs $49. So we have had some very positive reviews from current application students that they have found that very easy to use, and sending us their scores was also painless. If you don't meet those English scores, you can still be conditionally admitted with ESL classes we offer first. So feel free to still send us those scores. Then we would need a resume or a CV, 2 letters of recommendation, and a statement of purpose. So a statement of purpose is a letter from you saying why you want to study your MBA degree. We do not require the GRE or the GMAT for admission. We get that question often. We do not need that in order for you to be admitted to Concordia, Wisconsin's MBA program. All right, and now I'm going to turn it over to Jessica.
All right, thanks, Kelsey. So to begin a little bit to talk about the MBA program, admissions would determine if you met all the prereqs ahead of time or if there would be courses needed. If you have more than one prereq course needed, you could opt to take that 513 class, which covers all the prereqs and fulfills any and all prereqs that you would need to take. It's a good opportunity to brush up any knowledge you would need and topics that would be covered in the MBA program. It should also be noted that you do not need a background in business or work experience to pursue an MBA. So we'll talk a little bit about the MBA calendar and when classes would be offered. So we do have 8-week classes that would be offered during our various entry terms throughout the year. We have 2 of them, September and in March. Students can complete the program in 18 months or less. And additionally, we do have the CPT that would be available after graduation if needed. And our program is regionally and nationally accredited as well. Mm-hmm. We'll talk a little bit about the overview just to highlight our program and what we do have to offer. So our industry leader instructors are fantastic. I'm actually going to highlight 2 of them that I work very closely with, who are 2 just spectacular examples of some of the quality instructors that we have in our program. On the left, you'll see Mr. James Tarasovich. He's currently the CFO for the South Region for Ascension, Wisconsin Ministry. He teaches 2 of our classes in our healthcare. So he teaches an econ class as well as special topics in healthcare administration. And then we have Miss Erin Price. She is the VP of Strategic Planning for Sargento Foods. And it's just a wonderful addition again for our industry leaders for our students to take advantage of. We'll talk about the core classes more in the next slide. However, I'm just going to show you a little bit about the whole program overview. So you have to take 5 core classes. Then there's 4 concentration classes from a concentration that you would select, 2 experiential learning classes, which are applied learning classes. And then at the end of the program, you would take a capstone class, which highlights skills and knowledge that you've gained from the program. Here are the 5 core classes that I had mentioned. So we'll talk about those a little bit further. The foundation of the program is going to be ethics. So you'll see that ethical leadership for dynamic organizations. In addition, there are other pillars to the program that include analytics and decision-making, people-focused management, a finance aspect, and an econ aspect. All these core classes help secure a strong background for our graduates, and this will continue with their additional information they'll learn with their concentration and prepare them for management opportunities post-graduation. I strongly believe that these core classes set us apart from additional schools. It really provides a holistic and practical approach in order to help you learn and thrive in today's modern business. Now that we've talked a little bit about the core classes, let's shift to the concentrations. You're going to see that you have a variety of different options that you can select from. So we do have some STEM concentrations if you wanted to focus more on the STEM side of things. Otherwise, we do have, like I said, additionally, lots of many different ones ranging from accounting to marketing. And note that we do have plenty of them, and you're also welcome to take more than one. So if you feel as if taking a management information systems concentration and also having a leadership, and those two really bridging a good gap for you to be able to pair well for your future goals, you're welcome to have more than one concentration as well if you so chose.
Yeah, and STEM is always a really big plus for international students because they can then apply for the STEM extension to then get more work experience with their employer. So those are very popular.
Perfect. All right, so for the experiential learning courses, you can select a study abroad opportunity, our industry leaders seminar, which we'll talk about in the next few slides, or an internship. And each opportunity really gives you a hands-on experience that you can learn and then take with you when you graduate. So the Capstone course would be the last class. We talked a little bit about this before. It's also known as strategic management. In the course, you would create a portfolio of your work throughout the program, and this is to showcase the skills and knowledge you've learned in the program. It's a great thing to take with you when you meet your future employers. Some notable courses we'll talk about. We will talk about the Industry Leaders Seminar. We talked about this previously a little bit, but I want to highlight it a little bit more so you can understand what's all involved in it. So in this course, it's a phenomenal opportunity to network and to meet prominent leaders within the area. Each semester, there'll be about 6 to 7 leaders from across industries to speak to you about leadership, management, their industry, and so forth. At the end of the presentation, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions, to speak with these directors, specifically if you have any questions. So a few examples of past speakers we've had include the CEO of Cousin Stubbs, the CEO of Good Karma Brands, and the CEO of Spalding Medical. The internship course, if you choose to do that as part of your experiential learning opportunity, you wouldn't need approval from the MBA office. And if approved by us, you would need to work at the company for a minimum of 120 hours. And then prior to beginning, the designated school official would need to sign off on your I-20, but we can certainly work with you if you have questions about, where can I, or where are popular places to go. And, we can certainly walk with you through that and answer any questions you have. Another option you could take as part of that experiential learning opportunity, if you didn't want to do an internship, would be a study abroad opportunity. So we do have 3 different opportunities that we often offer per year. So we offer China, Austria, and Costa Rica typically. I have not been on any of these trips myself, but I've heard wonderful things about Costa Rica, and it would be a 3-credit option, and then it would be a week-long opportunity for you to go and to visit one of these countries, and again, have that hands-on learning opportunity with you and your classmates. We'll talk a little bit about the certifications next. So in the concentration, there's various courses that have a certificate that accompany the course. So this is a great way for you to, again, just show that you have the abilities and the skills in these various areas. So as you can see on the slide, these are the courses that we offer that come with a certificate. Upon successful completion of the course, the MBA office would then send you a certification of completion. Again, it's a great opportunity for you to showcase your skills to future employers. It could be even something that you provide in your portfolio as well.
Definitely, and you don't have to do anything outside of the class to earn this certification.
Correct, that's a great question, Kelsey. You do not. So this would just be after you successfully completed the course. Anyone that is listed on the slide, you would then, in addition to earning credit for the course, you would also get a certification of completion from the MBA office, saying that you have met the requirements of that course.
So Concordia also helps you with that job placement. So we have a career services center located directly on campus, and that wonderful center helps with all parts of the job application or internship application process, from actually finding one, helping you look for one that meets your goals and your skills that you've learned already, to the actual application. They'll help you interview with the practicing how to interview, and they also do events like the alumni networking event. So they'll help you every step of the process, so you're not just kind of thrown into the water by yourself. So salary post-graduation, so they can help you with that, but they can't really, we don't have data to say what the average is, just because there are so many concentrations and lots of different variables that go in. But we can say that depending on your concentration and your background and your previous work experience, that will definitely help you earn that salary that you're looking for.
Well, we can't maybe necessarily have the data to say specifically, because like you said, Kelsey, it does range just based on the location and your job title, your skills, your knowledge, things like that. We can answer is where current international MBA students are working now. So 2 opportunities that I'll just kind of bring up that our students are currently working are Tex Global, which is a business management consultation firm. And then GE Healthcare is another one that you will find some of our international students working as well. And then they manufacture and distribute diagnostic imaging and pharmaceuticals. So those would be 2 opportunities, 2 places that have taken on our MBA grads after completion of their degree.
Yeah, definitely the distributing imaging and pharmaceuticals, that's very popular right now.
Yeah, GE Healthcare is a big one. Yeah.
So we're now to the Q&A section. Just as a heads up, here is the contact information for the International Admissions office, so you can find our general email there. But we are also on WhatsApp now, so if you're like, I've got way too many emails going on, I want to separate something, we are on WhatsApp.